Well, every 5 years, Congress has to pass a new farm bill. The current one, dating back to 2018, expires tomorrow. There's a lot at stake if Congress can't agree on a new version. As Clayton Baumgarth reports, if you grow food or depend on someone who does, chances are the bill has something in it that affects you.
Chris Temple is a farmer based out of St. Croix, Indiana. His family farm deals in all of the Indiana staples: corn, soybeans, and cattle. The Temples also deal in the typical hardships that come with the job, from flooded fields to droughts.
We planted a couple hundred acres of corn May the 4th and May the 5th this year. We ended up with about 4 inches of rain 2 days after that, and the corn just got flooded out.
For Temple and farmers around the state, the Farm Bill provides services that are crucial to their operation. Of major importance is the provision on crop insurance, which covers the loss of crops due to extreme weather or other events.
We're paying 50% of the premium. The Farm Bill pays 50% of the premium. You know, if we had to pay 100% of the premium, we could not afford to carry that insurance to help us get these.
Temple and his family had to draw on crop insurance this year for the flood out of their corn. In 2012, they had a much larger draw on the service when a drought turned their usual 160 bushel per acre crops to 12 bushel per acre crops.
Yeah, if we wouldn't have had crop insurance in 2012, I don't think our operation would be in existence today. So, and not only 2012, there's other years that it has jumped in and helped out.
Crop insurance helps in an indirect way as well, putting protections in place so farmers can get much needed business loans.
A lot of banks, I think, look at the crop insurance portion. I don't know if we could get an operating loan the size we're getting without crop insurance. And you know, if we ain't got the operating funds, you know, that's going to put our operation in a large bind too.
And that's how important just one provision within the Farm Bill is for agriculture. Other important provisions and programs to rural America focus on conservation, rural broadband, and rural child care. Brantley Seifers is the National Affairs Coordinator for the Indiana Farm Bureau. He says those rural-focused programs only make up 15% of the Farm Bill.
For most people, the biggest part will be the SNAP program and the nutrition title. This is kind of deemed the Farm Bill, but really at the end of the day, it's a food bill. And so the SNAP title makes up anywhere between 80 and 85% of the bill. So that is the largest title.
For the last few months, lawmakers have been debating over the Farm Bill in an attempt to have it signed before the September 30th expiration date. You might think that means a lot is going to change in the 2023 Farm Bill, but the reality is the bill remains largely unchanged from 2018.
Right now, we're looking at the first $1 trillion Farm Bill, and it's actually $1.5 trillion. So it's a very large bill. And so the conversation is not about what programs to cut or add. It's about which programs are going to be getting funding, more funding than maybe they did, or updating that funding levels.
Not all hope is lost, though, for the SNAP program and others lined out in the bill. There are two expiration dates to the Farm Bill: the fiscal year expiration of September 30th and the crop year expiration of December 31st. The country won't feel the effects of an expired Farm Bill until early 2024, when dairy subsidies take the first hit. That's good news because between those two expiration dates, lawmakers have time to vote the bill into law or approve an extension to continue working on it.
2018 is kind of following the similar path that we are now. I believe they had an extension because it has to go House, Senate, but then usually a conference committee because those always don't come out perfectly aligned. So you actually have to do a second round of votes before it can go to the president for a signature.
For Temple, the lack of positive movement on the Farm Bill is frustrating, especially considering many farmers are content with the bill as it currently stands.
For right now, I think if we can get exactly what we got in the crop insurance program in the next Farm Bill, everybody's going to be happy. So, and that's kind of the main goal we're shooting at right now. So,
for Indiana News Desk, I'm Clayton Baumgarth.
The 2018 Farm Bill wasn't fully signed into law until late December, just before the holiday break. Seifers says this year's Farm Bill will most likely follow a similar timeline and go down to the wire.